If you can find a big amount of time in this final sector, it could be even more. Here comes Maldi, hugging that inside line of the Parabolica. What can he find in this lap? Here comes Sauber, crosses the line, goes quickest, and a huge final sector for him. He finds an extra 2/10, and it's a 0.6. Comes the Ferrari round the Parabolica. There's a slow-moving Sauber there as well. I believe it's Maldi. Here comes Walker. Can he challenge for anything higher than P5? Crosses the line, stays P5. Who's next? It's going to be Jorn, who did have a provisional pole. Jorn crosses the line. Can he take it back? No, he can't. It's going to be Fetch.
Fetch got the line as well. And
Fetch does take it. Just about.
Another 3 attempts again.
We go lights ahead of the drivers here in Monza to kick off round 2. Fetch back on pole. Maldi beside him. The lights are out. We are racing here in Monza. Good start by pole sitter. Good start by P3 as well. The Aston Martin using the slipstream. I think has already got ahead of Maldi, and he absolutely has. Pulls to the outside to go for Fetch. And ahead late on the brakes. Way later than the Ferrari. Round the outside he goes. Bit of ghosting. And Jorn is up 2 positions. Fetch has made contact. He's gone down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lord Fetch down to P10. Great start by Taco, who's already up to P8. We've got Jorn, then Maldi, then Panda up to P3. Great start by Jorn, but he's under pressure now by Maldi. Going down the inside, going towards turn 4. Oh, he's overcooked it, and over the curb he goes. Bit of contact. The Sauber's trying to fight it. Looking down the inside, I think that's Panda. Oh, they're into the wall. And that's Maldi, who's spun off. He's taken the Aston Martin with him, and I think that might be a damaged wing as well. That was absolutely chaotic there at the start. Panda leads the race. Jamo's up to second. Yeetmex somehow avoided that all. Going towards turn 1, close enough to make a move, not quite. And I think Taco's under pressure there by Walker, who didn't quite get it. Who's overcooked the brakes? That's a McLaren going down the inside. Oh, it's Taco who's made contact. Both McLarens overcooking the brakes. There's a Red Bull mounting the curb there. Has lost a couple of positions. That turn 1 there was a little bit ropey. And now it's Taz under pressure by Jorn, looking to make up these positions. Looking down the inside of turn 4. We'll go on board with the McLaren as there. Easy move there by Jorn. Oh, looks the rears! Oh, and he taps the back of the Red Bull, and Jorn is back down again behind Fetch as well. The next McLaren going towards turn 1. Is he close enough? How many weaves was that there by Taco? I have a feeling that was too many. It absolutely was. That'll be penalties to the McLaren at the end of the race. Heavy on the brakes by Jorn. Looks at the McLaren, still going to defend it though. Down the inside of turn 2, bumping over the curb. And that is another position gained. The 2 McLarens now going wheel to wheel. And this is not something we see too often. Bit of wheel banging, and I have a feeling something might go wrong here. Taz just go around the outside. Still defending from his teammate. Will he go down the inside of Jorn? We've got a lovely aerial view here. See what's going on. But no, all clean there by the 2 papaya cars.
I reckon they've got maybe 2 or 3 more laps before they're probably going to have to look at boxing.
Yeah, even then. Oh, and over the white line and into the gravel goes Taco. And an easy move for BRT Worldwide. Making his first appearance. Didn't race last week. Great to see him back on the grid. And he's definitely going to be a star boy in Red Bull's second bout for an OCC. But as far as this race has gone, he's not quite in the highest points paying positions. Oh, there's a late move there by a V-Carb, trying to get around the outside of a McLaren. That was a bit of wheel bagging. It's still trying to hold on. Still wheel bagging as they go over the second part of the curve. And the McLaren's round, and that was very, very silly racing by both the cars involved. But the McLaren spins round, and I can't lie, I think it was more his fault than the V-Carbs. As behind there are the 2 V-Carbs going wheel to wheel. Here comes Fetch down the inside of one of them. Very heavy hit on the side, and I think he might lose a position here to the Haas. He did just about get his foot down fast enough. But aggressive fighting there as the V-Carbs desperately trying to hold on and keep the pole sitter behind. Will Fetch go for another attack into the De La Rocha chicane? He's having a little look. But again, nice defending there by Blue Pete. And if Walker can get away now, could potentially stop this DRS train. But I don't know, Jamo's got him already. Look at that. You can see how difficult it is for Dondov to stay behind Maldi. He's so much slower. He's been pushed off his line. And that might allow Will to get an attack going towards Parabolica. There's Taz as well, getting down the inside. Go on board with the McLaren. We should get a good view of this. Oh, and a little bit of banging there because the Sauber's just so much slower through the corner. There's the Williams who's got through, the Red Bull, and the McLaren. And the Alpine. No, sorry, the Alpine. The Sauber's trying to get in the pits. And he's sped because he's come off from the left-hand side. He's cut back across into where the McLaren was. But that wasn't too smart. Here comes Taz down the inside of the Red Bull. Bit of wheel banging as they jump over the curb, but he wasn't able to make the move.
He's going to get that run there into the Curva Grande right on the outside. and Will's not able to do anything. No battery to try and fight that. In the wise
Here
words
comes-
of Fernando Alonso, we have to defend like a lion.
Yeah, great car placement again from Viva. There we go. He's
Pan's
been
gonna have to
caught,
run there.
been caught off guard. Yeah, and down the inside of the Lesbos. They
They
come
should
Walker
have.
looking around the outside.
Ooh, Viva's still there.
Gonna fight a bit of a wheel back.
Goes for a switchback there, but it's wee bit too much of the curb.
Emex is on the attack again. Looking at BLT World's wide. The door shut in his face. Goodness me, that was late. And he's pulled to the inside. He's going to be brave enough to go down the inside. It absolutely is. Down the inside into Ascari. Oh, bit of a tap as well. Let's just watch Yeatmex, because this is some incredible fighting. Here comes Yeatmex going for it again. Yeatmex burning battery, potentially catching the Aston Martin off guard. Goes down the inside, going towards Ascari. Will she be a whole car ahead? At the apex of the corner, he absolutely will. The Haas clearing the Aston Martin. Here comes Yeatmex looking for a number 2 attack. Going towards turn 1. The Aston Martin gave it his best. But there is the move, and here comes Bloop as well, looking down the inside of Fetch. Full bit of contact with them, and they're going towards turn 1. Fetch still trying to defend it, locks up the front, and still more contact. Goodness me.
There's contact behind as well, I think, between Worldwide and Bob. It's the second V-carb getting past the other Bull now.
Okay, so he'll be scoring Williams points. So Williams are in a great spot, P4 and P6. That's more points than they scored the entire of last season, as there's Bloopy getting past Yawn. And yeah, you can see the tie difference there. Bloopy, the gap between Yawn and Yeatmex, I should say, now it's over 3 seconds.
I mean,
A
Genji and
huge tie
Yeatmex
deficit.
down to 2 seconds now as well, so that should be culminating in a couple of laps, especially with that train that they're now a part of.
I think it'd be going down faster if Genji wasn't in DRS. There's Yawn, he's come back at Bloopy. Was that a necessary move? I don't know. He's pretty confident he can get to the end on those tyres. He got a puncher, I should say, in Silverstone. And he's surely...
Fetching inside Parabolica here. Gets the move done before braking.
Oh!
There's the V-car going, oh, that's a big tag, sorry, he's in the wall! He's in the wall!
Lord Fetch!
Fetch is
And
getting
that's
a
surely a
huge
safety
oversteer
car. He might
moment.
be too late for the race. He has thrown
It is.
Bloopy into a wall. Oh my god. As there is Yeatmex. He did finally catch up with Genji. Heavy on the brakes. Genji forcing him all the way wide. Bit of contact there. But the Haas does go through. Great move by the Haas. As behind that, another move from the Haas. Oh, bit of contact. Formula Viva fighting with Bovke. Is Viva close enough? Is Bovke close enough? No one going for a dive. Oh, someone's gone deep. And that's a V-car. That's a
Bobca's
puncher.
gone the whole way off.
That's a puncher, I think. No, he's
I
not.
think
He's not a
he's just
puncher.
absolutely cooked the bricks there.
With a potential mistaken strategy in Silverstone.
Oh,
It's
Yeet
been
3
rewritten
seconds.
today. Or Yeet 3 seconds as well. We'll catch up with that shortly. But restored Panda to bring a huge batch of points to Mercedes. In his second race, he takes the win in Monza. Walker is a podium and Ferrari's home race. And Jamo just about holds on to Dondolf. Behind there is Whippo, followed by Wilson UFC, who will switch positions due to the penalties. Neek, a great comeback, to be fair, on potentially the wrong strategy. But with a 3-second penalty, I think Genji will jump up.
Oh,
and he does
got a puncture.
just about. Who's going to punch her?
Genji got a puncher going across the line, rear left.
And he's still got ahead, just about, of Yeatmex. Lord Fetch, all he could manage there was P12. P12 and a WWE finish.